Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I had my alarm on this morning. I forgot to shut it off. Not like I probably would have slept longer. Maybe there would have been a chance. Maybe a chance encounter. I was chasing a rooster in one of my dreams. And then the way I got it to stay in my hands was to like pick up a baby chick. It was very odd. It's very odd. But I mean, I caught the rooster. What's it mean to catch a rooster in a dream? But I had to pick up the baby. I had to pick up the baby chick. It's a dream of an awakening or a beginning of a new chapter in your life. But it was funny because it started off with like in mythology, and then hold on, where is she? Good morning. I dreamt of you last night. I don't know which kid was in it, but it was you, Josh. And we were like camping and waiting for fireworks, but then the water came up too high. So we had to change locations. It was strange. I also dreamt of a rooster. Marsh was in my dream last night. I had strange dreams last night. Good morning. I was talking to you guys, but then I was just talking to Mash. All right. Good morning. I have physical therapy today, but it's later. Let me check what time. Not until 12, so I'm good. So I'm good. Let's do 3, 3, and 3. Almost wild. I haven't done that in a while. Oh my gosh. Courtney, drink your coffee. I haven't even had a sip of it yet. And I just heard touche. Oh, that's a lot of cats. Good morning. Want to go live on members later. I know a lot of you were saying you didn't get a notification. I don't know what's up with that. I don't even know if the join button is next to subscribe yet. To be quite honest with you. I did post the link in my description box, though. It is going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. All right, let me sip my coffee because that's important. Wake my ass up. Wake me up before you go. Yeah, you know? Oh, I like that dream. And yeah, my dream wasn't scary, though. I probably didn't explain that well. We were all like sitting on the beach near the river, but the water was coming up. But you were trying to tell me that the water was going to come up, that we couldn't sit there and watch fireworks, that we had to go to a different spot. And then I went to a different spot, and then people were looking for the rooster, and then I started chasing the rooster for them. It was super fucking strange. But I do like your dream. She's like, I dreamt I had a baby girl last night. I love that. She doesn't want no more kids. I don't blame her. All the kids are teenagers. I think I had a dream of, I did, being pregnant. Not last night. It was like the night before. All right. 3, 3, and 3. It sent me a notification after it was over. Oh. I mean, I could probably, do you guys, when I post like a picture or I post, I just write something, do you get a notification? Like if I was gonna say going live, like, do you get that notification? I'm gonna try right now. I don't know if you guys will get it because you're already on my channel, but no, you don't. Okay. Some of you say yes, some of you say no. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna, I guess I can just go live for like 10 seconds and say, going on members, see you there. Three, and 3. Yeah, strange dreams. That's not the card. And that was the card. And FYI, 333 is within the last 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 years, and then the current 3 weeks, and then within the next 3 weeks. Come on, candle. left again, which could be yesterday. Today, within the next 3 weeks. You know, it was weird. I was actually carrying a baby in my arms in my dream yesterday, and it was a little girl. We were going down the stairs. I remember putting her down, and then I was in my ex-mother-in-law's kitchen making nachos. Wild. Crazy dreams. I don't even know whose baby it was either. And before I was going to bed, this light came on. This little light. And I was like, this little light of mine. I was like, hi. But I really don't want to get up. So can you shut the light back off? And it was like the little flashlight on the camera. And then the light went back off. I'm like, thank you. See, stuff like that does not freak me out. But I was like just about to fall asleep. So I was like, these allergies are just ridiculous. I want to know if she loves me so. Is it in his kiss? Share? Alright. Let's see. 1303. Alright. Let me just have a sip of my coffee first. Let's me sip on my coffee. Wowzers. 3. In the last 3 weeks, 3 years, 3 months. Look at this yellow. I'm being pulled to the yellow again. These are all C's. Huh. Some of you could have had an awakening, or you did have an awakening. You got manifestation, you have success, you have enchantment, hood, love, community, celebration, clarity. I know that there's no greater goal than love. I don't even know if you're conscious of this. But I will tell you, like, your guides are very conscious of this and very happy. I mean, it could be you, it could be somebody else, but I mean, I want to read this as you, and it does feel like you could be in the midst of creating something, or you're about to create something. You've manifested something. Maybe you don't know that you've manifested something. Because it's almost like your guides are celebrating. You got celebration, community, clarity, or you did go on celebration, or maybe a cookout, Memorial Day weekend. I mean, it could be within the last 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 months, 3 years. It's the past. It can be a past life. But this actually feels current, as if like you're still in it. It's like, good job, congratulations. It's almost like that clarity that you're going to get in one of my readings that I talked about. It was only just a dream. I don't know which reading that was. And ironically enough, Memorial Day weekend, I had those teal nails. So it could be something with the color teal. I think there's something like Memorial Day weekend, or like a recent graduation party. Somebody graduated from high school, whatever it may be. But I feel like there's something here about college for somebody. Again, it could have just been a dream. I've been talking about dreams the last few weeks too. Like, this is like very interesting because it's positive. And when we do the 333s, there's usually not this much positivity in regards to the past. So that's why it feels very recent. Well, I'm being told it's recent, that it would feel recent. Like, I started members. To me, that's not like a manifestation, though. You know what I mean? Like, but it wanted me to mention that. So, I mean, I guess just like really starting anything, like almost like kickstarts something. I don't feel like I went through an awakening. I could have. I'm just trying to give you examples. I'm going to blow my nose again. I should take a Zyrtec. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of boogies. And I hate blowing my nose on YouTube. All right. if you're a feminine, this deck is in regards to feminine energy in the past 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 hours ago. Spring. Summer solstice is coming in. I'm ready to grow. Springtime is when the earth begins to deep inhale, reawakening of signs and vibrancy. It's hope, it's the seeding, it's the crops, it's springtime, and it's not immediately ready for harvest. The next project that you process will take some time to come into fruition, but you are reminded to notice where the spark of inspiration has been lit and direct your energies and efforts towards nourishing the growing flame. So there's only 4 seasons, so it could have started in spring. We're still in spring. We go into summer on the 20th. So like I said, like it might take a little while to come into fruition, but this is good. You, with the 14, with the 5 there, you probably allowed some type of change. You may have spent some time recently going inward, allowing your rest and envisioning something. Now the energy has a chance to replenish itself and build, and that could have been the solitude there. So that's good. So remember, whatever this is, your next project, hobby, or process will take some time to come into fruition. It's not like an immediate crop or harvest. It's like when you plant seeds, you got to wait for the stuff to grow before you can eat it. I'm going to sneeze again, I think. Frig, it's right there. So this will be successful. My Lord. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I hate blowing my nose on YouTube like that. It's funny, I went to bed without allergies, and within 10 minutes I couldn't breathe. It was probably the pollen on my pillow from having my window open all day, even though it rained. Well, I love the positivity here. That's for sure. Let's look at the current. Doubt, cosmic power, wounded healer, change, metamorphosis, past life. Okay. This is going to drive me bananas, but if you're on members and you're not missing out, okay, trust me. It's not going to take away from YouTube, but that doubt came in with past life and change. So that's a very strong message. So the reading was about just like the change that's next, but you're going to get some type of clarity. But it might come with doubt. And past life was so strong in that reading. And I literally said too on members, I was like, I wonder if it's going to start I wonder if it will come into our readings. And it has. I heard it's just begun. So something is definitely aligning. And again, please don't feel obligated to join members. And like I said, you can even join for $1, guys, if you haven't had time. So Please don't feel like when I bring it up, you feel like you're missing out. Because you're not, okay? Like, it's not going to take away from YouTube, guys. So, and when I see something, I'll bring it up and I'll explain it. So, it's not like a secret society over there, you know? So, there's a big transformation here. To me, you're probably allowing this change. But like I said, like, it's not an easy change. I was going to be like, they're both goddesses, but this deck is about goddesses. So release the need to know all the answers when it comes to doubt. Allow change. It's like the Nine of Swords, the wounded healer, the wounded warrior. But like, you heal the wounded, you still get back up. Could be dreaming of water, fish, mermaids. You have the number 2 and the number 6. For some reason that might be relevant. They're both powerful women. So again, I feel like your message here from me or spirit, I don't even know which one it's coming from me. That's very strange that I just said it like that. I just got pulled a past life. What would be is this, there's upon us, it's probably with the full moon, and there's right around that time frame within the next 3 weeks, or current within the the current energy here. There is going to be some type of clarity, and it is going to come with doubt, but it's okay. Okay. Allow the change. There's still this metamorphosis energy going on. There could be something about black and white. Those turn into butterflies. I've had moths in my house for months now. I keep taking them out outside for weeks now. I've soaked up a couple in the vacuum, and I hate fucking doing that. But those caterpillars do turn into moths, and they were all over the fennel. There was like 8 of them. Tiny little baby moths. I thought it was bird shit at first. And then I took a picture for my mom, and then I realized it's not bird shit. I'm just getting the metamorphosis. Like, so it's still like a cocoon, so I don't know why people cherish butterflies more than do moths. Moths can be absolutely gorgeous. That could be linked to a past life, as if you feel like you're more of a moth than a butterfly. So there is some type of message there. But like, moths are cool, guys. But in all reality, they won't die. They keep having babies. Like, and I mean, I'm cleaning from like top to bottom. So I'm baffled. I have no idea where they're coming from. And it's been months now, and it's different moths. So now I realize they're just hatching in here. There's nothing on my plants. Like, it's just, I don't know where the fuck they're coming from. I've went from every corner in and out, vacuumed. Like, I've had the kids look for cocoons. I have no idea. So, anywho, they're here. They're not going anywhere, apparently. But I've noticed in the last couple of years, I see moths more than I do butterflies. I saw a gorgeous butterfly the other day. Let me get the past life card. And actually, the past life on members, when we were talking about it, had to do with a baby. And someone got shot in their back. So, and I want to say the Egyptian era came into play as well. Roman era as well. Yeah. Keep getting pulled to the moth and the butterfly. So I don't know. Maybe someone feels more like a moth than a butterfly, as if butterflies are more beautiful. I just heard like moths have been around longer. I don't know if that's true or not. Well, now I'm doubting spirit. So, my apologies. Don't be mad. I like stats. Which has been around longer, the moth or the butterfly? The moth evolved long before the butterfly. Moth fossils have been found to be 190 million years old, both types co-involved with flowering plants, mainly because most modern species, both adults and larvae, feed on flowering plants. Okay. So, again, moths can be absolutely gorgeous. My God, he's so cute. It's weird because it says usually butterflies, usually colorful, moths usually dull, but I think that a lot of beauty there. One is usually hard, the other one is silky, a thin body, thick body. Butterflies active during the day, moths are more at night. Long, straight, and clubbed antenna, short, feathery antenna. Wings rest upright, wings rest along the body, wings rest closed, wings rest open. No wings hinges, upper and lower wings attached. But, I mean, I think that moth is gorgeous. So, I don't know if you guys are comparing yourselves. I don't know, guys. I mean, people are animals. A moth, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why a moth is so damn relevant for you guys right now. Spiritual meaning of a moth. They can represent ancestors. They can, black moths, mortality, divinity, universal secrets. Brown moths, purification. It's historical significance, which is also pulling me to the scarab beetle. Transformation, resurrection, wisdom, concealment, determination, vulnerability. Well, there could be some fear with death and endings. A moth is not a sign of that. It's a sign of rebirth and moving ahead. So I'm getting more of a moth than a butterfly here for you guys. I love this energy. I am going to clarify the past life real quick. But I think this is fantastic energy. And I feel like I've been stuck here talking about whatever this is. Like it's like my hand, like a run-on sentence, as if like you'd be in school but educated. I'm not doing that. So it might be something about education with you guys. Well, I'm not trying to do that. But you might be in the midst of confusion. I'm not feeling confusion, but I'm seeing confusion. I'm hearing confusion. Okay. This could be something you're working on that you did in another lifetime. Especially if you're feminine, you could be in a position of power, especially since I took out the feminine cards. Let me throw one of those for you guys. And if you're a masculine, I'm not trying to take away from you. Just read it as, your own feminine energy. But no, I'm hearing feminine energy. So ovaries. Not with what you relate to today. And I don't mean to be rude by saying that. Some of you, if you're like transgender, this has to do with your past life. And you know how she's a cat, and you know how there's actually a thing now where like people think they're cats, but a lot of kids meow. Like a lot of kids meow at a young age, and then from 7, 8, and parents are like, why am my cat meowing? But now they literally have litter boxes at some schools. It's a thing. But I'm hearing ovaries, so please don't. This is about ovaries, a period. It's your sacred cycle. It is about bleeding. And even if you don't bleed no more, you still use, okay? So that meowing or whatever, I think comes from this, as if it's a new species, even though we're human. This is a very strange message. They could be like not a star seed. They could be something with a P. I'm getting like an Indian word, but I just heard Pakistani. That's not Indian. That's Chihuahua. I feel like I'm making up words now. A Chihuahua. I'm like, okay, Courtney. It's a chupacabra over here. Current energy for those who have ovaries or had ovaries. I was definitely thinking that first one came up quick. I guess I gotta figure out what card I'm clarifying is what I'm hearing. It's either this one or that one. It's all past life, but current. And I was struggling within that reading on numbers, it's past life, but it's current. So definitely the same energy here. Uterus. Fallopian tubes at the bottom. Clitoris. labia. Okay. I'm a powerful source of creation. The chalice is the generative space. The uterus ebbs and flows with its monthly hormonal cycle and holds a potential cultivation for life. It is the incubating container with new creation as part of the sacred body, and it's also cleansing and releasing. The uterus is part of everyone's origin or story. It is the vessel through which it has arrived in the physical realm. Contemplating this dynamic part of anatomy is an invitation to explore the role of nurturing your own recent experience. Pay particular attention to the tender parts of yourself that may be newly sprouting. Allow the attention to stay focused on what it is you're creating and the seeds that you're planting. It is safe for you to tune out of all the distractions and make this your priority. If this is aspects of your life have been held on till now, might make you feel limited, but this is your invitation to let go and create the space for future creations and manifestation. The journal prompt: where in my life do I crave more nurturing? So you could feel really emotional. But it is contemplating dynamic part of the anatomy as an invitation to explore. So I feel like it's kind of like everything we were just talking about. Incubator for new creation, part of the sacred body center cleansing and releasing. The uterus is part of everyone's origin story, is the vessel through which we have arrived in this physical realm, which is so precious. I never really thought to be like, wow, how precious our uterus is. Like, it is where babies grow. I had to have a hysterectomy. I kept my ovaries, but it's kind of saying, like, remember how precious you are, and you're still creating, you're still manifesting, you're still giving birth to ideas. So if you meditate on the uterus, which is interesting. I've never kind of delivered that type of message. So I don't think there's a chemical imbalance here, but there could be like a hormonal imbalance where you just feel like vulnerable or emotional. But there is something about a woman in this read, and I don't know if it's because I grabbed the goddess deck, and then there's a woman here, and it's usually a depiction, and I got pulled to use these cards, and I think I've only used these once with you in the years that I've had them. So I don't know if you're an advocate for women. I just heard a women's shelter, but I almost feel like it's your shelter. Like your uterus is your shelter. Almost like we cherish our moms, we cherish how we came here, we cherish time on earth, but we don't cherish the uterus that we came in this world with, is kind of the message I'm picking up here. As if like the uterus is given to us. I don't know what it's trying to say. Like, women are so much more powerful than we think. Like, I don't know what type of message this would be. So for my men that are watching, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to take away from you by any means. I mean, look at all this as the feminine aspect of yourself, except for like when I'm actually explaining that particular message. But I am getting new species, but that doesn't make sense because I would think galactic, but it's pulling me to like the cats, the meow. But this talks about like cats being sacred, like the cats we have, CAT. Well, they're both CAT. God, I feel like I'm stuck here. So I don't know if you guys feel stuck or if this is like, even if you don't feel stuck, there's definitely something that's going to come in that brings some type of doubt You can have clarity, but it comes with doubt. That's the crazy thing. Well, it's not crazy. But you have some ancestors. You have some strong, like, women are strong. Like, we survived, like, childbirth. It's painful, like, what we endure. Like whatever this is. And again, it could be some, like, incubation period, like, because you got a moth over here in that chrysalis, and then you got the uterus. You're in there for, supposed to be 9 months, technically 10, but the past life, I mean, is strong. I'm hearing, like, the last 3 months, because I think I'm doing 3, 3, and 3. So I don't know if you've been dreaming of past life situations, looking into past life. What's that other thing people look into, like, when they're trying to clear energy? Oh, past life regression. Like, healing is, I don't even think, like, in this lifetime you gotta heal from it. I think it's more about accepting and understanding, like, that's what it is. Like, I think sometimes, like, what counselors and therapists come up with are just, and no offense, so I guess I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. I think they could be extremely useful to an extent, and even more useful if it's someone who's, trustworthy and talks to you and acts like you're a friend, not like a client, even though it's personal. But I'm getting pulled to this gnome, but I'm getting pulled to the same exact shape as the moon here. So you might collect gnomes. Gnomes are good luck. Could be something about mushrooms. Let me throw a mushroom card on that gnome real quick. God, I feel like I'm avoiding this past life deck. So I don't know if you're avoiding something here, if you're conscious of it, not conscious of it. But I do want to step out of this because I feel like you're stuck here. But I don't think it's like a stuck. I feel like it's stuck. Remember what's his name on the poll? I feel like feels like just a dream. All right. A message in regards to this gnome, please, or mushroom. To me, it's, part of the moon cycle. I don't want to, but it's the Chariot and the Ten of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. So it's that confidence. It's the fear. I'm getting fertility with that purple mushroom big time. And then you got the Four of Wands, the bottom of the deck. So there is something here with fertility, big time. Like, so strong, and like the essence of, like, I don't know, like, not like, this looks nothing like a labia, but I'm telling you, like, I don't know, I'm just pulled to fertility with that purple. And this could have something to do with royalty with the past life, because purple is a color of royalty, but so isn't yellow, and I wasn't aware of that until I looked it up the other day. So this is having that confidence. Those look like purple crystals. Life's little luxuries, enjoying life, your integrity, your morals. Purple is huge. We do have a purple card over here. Oh, it was coral. Maybe it was coral or yellow. I think it was yellow or royalty. And I was like, oh, that's strange. These women are very confident. Be confident with who you are. I don't know if you were dealing with somebody who wanted to, like, overpower you, or, a man that thinks they're more superior than women. You know, that's how they were raised. If they dealt with you, they're probably like, all right, I'm not going to get anywhere with this one. I don't have control over this one. You're definitely in control of that energy. So let's just see what this past life situation is. And I just got pulled to baby. For some of you, that's just a message for those who saw that video. Asia. Get the yellow. So could be Buddhism, Hinduism. There's other religions as well, but more Hindu. I got the same guy right here. I'm saying it like the same guy. It's weird that I'm saying it like that. That is strange. Because like it's a god, but I'm talking about the goddesses over here. But then when it comes to him, I'm referencing him as a guy. Not Chinlu, I Chang. I do have those are actually my cards, but I do have the coins. And I wanted to do that with you before, and I didn't. And I'm hearing as below. So I don't know if there was a masculine in your life that, like, whether you were aware of it or not. Didn't I do a reading yesterday? Was the air the last message where I was like, you're going to have to put somebody in the check? I don't feel the energy is like that, but I do feel like somebody can't control you. They don't have control over you. And I don't know who that energy is. But the energy is around you. And I don't know if like they're trying to transmit this energy, this doubt, or if this stemmed from this person, you doubting yourself, even though they acted like they had like your best interest or you were strong and powerful, but like they still had an opinion on like how you should do it or something. So this is linked to yesterday's read, and I want to say, oh, it was actually Earth and a number 5221. There's a 5 over here somewhere too. 50. 5. So, and I did say air, and it was like mental stimulation in the heart chakra. But this is Earth. If you were dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but like not, it doesn't even have to be like the zodiac sun sign. It can be, you know, whatever. I'm getting pulled to Venus for my women here. So I don't know if there's an energy that made you feel this, like, I feel like there was an energy that makes you feel this way. I don't know. You have a lot of strength, though. I'll tell you that. So I think this is linked to a past life. This message of somebody like controlling where you went, how you did things. Being pulled to Cleopatra too. She was one of the first women that was basically told everybody to fuck off. I'm going to continue to be, a pharaoh. And I think there was only like 2 women that were looked as pharaohs. I think Skemet was known as one too, maybe, I'm not sure. So somebody felt like they took your power away, or they wanted to take power away from you. I don't think this has anything to do with religion, but like, and this is a god, I'm not trying to take away from him by just being like this guy. And it's like I know the name, but like not saying the name, and he's the same one on my board. So I don't know why. It's almost like, how you shouldn't say bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror. So I don't know if this particular energy, and I don't even want to keep it out, and I don't want to look at this card like that. So I almost feel like it's like a societal thing, as if like, never been a woman president. Like they keep us just below that line, that radar. And it's only going to get harder for like, I don't know why I'm hearing other species, even though they're human, with this cat thing. But it's like a cat, a full-legged cat. Like I'm thinking of Max. Like that's how it's intended. Like the Sphinx. It's probably why I'm just obsessed with Sphinx. But I definitely have a past life. Egyptian life. I wonder how many, like, have you ever dreamt of like being like a caveman, or like how far back do your lives go? Mine, the furthest back goes back to Egyptian. And then like within like the last century of like a war. But and then like Cleopatra too. So, but like more mainly around this era. So I don't think there's a religious thing here. I think it's more like you need to empower yourself instead of doubt yourself. Remind yourself you're going through some type of transformation. You could be vulnerable. This full moon, I don't know what the full moon's going to be in, but this full moon might leave you vulnerable, like your aura, easily attacked. Anyone know what this full moon's going to be? Because I feel like this full moon might actually like get the best of you here. For some of you, not all of you. I have the moon app. I don't know why I just don't look it up. Capricorn. Ooh, okay. I'm here on the 22nd. So Sag is it's Sag on the 22nd until it goes into Capricorn. So it's really the 22nd where you get the full dose. It looks positive: haircut, color, hair removal, ambitious, focused, practical. Oh, we just talked about Earth too. So it's fully in Capricorn at 7:45 a.m. and the day before on the 21st, it Sag until 7:46. Well, it's in Sag till 7:46 and doesn't change probably until like the AM, which is strange because the full moon is the 21st, but depending on, your location, but according to my location, but you're going to really feel the effect on the 22nd, and then the 23rd goes into Aquarius, and it will stay in Aquarius for 4 days. It will only stay in Capricorn for one full day. It will start on the 21st, and the 22nd full, the 23rd, it lingers. And then you're going to be in Aquarius energy, which is air, before it goes into Pisces for 5 days. Then you got Aries there too. That's what I mean by moon cycles. Everyone thinks they're just dealing with that particular zodiac, but you're not. It's changing every few days. So to know how to work with certain placements are only going to benefit you. That this is going to happen around the full moon, whatever this changes. And it's going to shift your energy. And it might have to do with your finances or just grounding energy. And I feel like we just spent like at least 30 minutes on this. Which is not a big deal. I want another past life card, believe it or not. Truth wanted to come out too. It's not truth, it's trees. But that could be an additional message I'm looking for here. If you have, I'm hearing moon chaser, a dream catcher. Moon chaser. What is a moon chaser? Orphan. And it's a little girl. So I know there's storm chasers. I just got a huge breeze on my left side and there's not a window that's open. What is a moon chaser? Moon chasers are a tribe of werewolves. It goes back to astrology and the Greek origin. Or it can be a homosexual man delivered from mooning that chases after desires. A strategic act that pulls down his or her pants. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. But could be linked to NASA. I'm getting pulled to a telescope. It doesn't say anything about a telescope. But sexuality, and we just talked about sexuality too. So for some of you, it could stem from like the womb or your mother's womb, but I don't think so. Like that's not the vibe I'm getting. Let me pull a tree card. And I just said it was only just a dream, so it could be nightmares, but I'm not getting a nightmare vibe. I'm getting more of a mushroom vibe. I just got the mushroom over here too. So tell me about the trees here. Grounded. So some of you are going to be grounded, but others of you, it's just, you got to really, really stay grounded, spend time around trees, talk to the trees, hug a tree. I know it looks funny. I attempted to hug a tree, I think twice in my life because I know it's supposed to be good, but I always look around and be like, is anybody looking at me? I look crazy. And then I'm like, oh my God, how many bugs are on this tree? But yet I'll sit on the ground and not even worry about a tick. So trees will ground you. Focus on trees, earthy things, mushrooms can help. Before I move to the next one, let me just see what type of mushroom this is. They are edible, strong and delicious. Variation of colors. Treating wounds. Okay, so medicine man, medicine woman. This one's for like treating wounds. An antibacterial, antioxidant. It's also vitamin B1, supporting gut health. We were just talking about your gut. It also lowers cholesterol. The cap, it's like a pancake cap with a sturdy stem that is swollen at the base. And I'm getting swollen as in like an orgasm. So pay attention to like if your uterus flutters. I used to get flutters in my stomach. My uterus is gone now though. It's good for immunity, anti-inflammatory, anti-neoplastic, neoplasy, whatever it is. So mushrooms might be really good for you right now, but if you don't do mushrooms, it could just, it's an anti-inflammatory, but it's also could be saying B1, gut health. Focus on your gut. But again, like B1 vitamins could help. Being outside could help. Working with this mushroom in the sense of medicine man, medicine woman. It is a woody mushroom. I don't think that one grows off trees, but it will help ground you. It will help with a past life situation. It will help with doubt. Okay. Let's move on. I'm not getting a strong vibe with the orphan in the sense like we need to like discuss it. Like it's, I think it's, which is ironic because Marsha's dream was just talking about in a dream. She was deciding whether or not to give her child up for adoption, but it was at like 6 months old and it was a little girl. So whatever's happening right now is happening to the collective, not just like people that are just watching. And that was another message within like members too. It was like a big collection of like awakenings and like certain energies coming into play. There's something with children right now, with dreams and past life. And baby came in with the read I did on members. And again, please don't get offended that I bring it up. You can literally join for $1. So the link is in the description box. So I think it's just also letting us know in alignment. But with these transits too, with the planets, it is talking about ancestry. Not karma too, but that's not the word I was looking for. Past life. And I'm hearing Pluto. denial. So this is the next 3 weeks, within the next 3 weeks. This is also within the next 3 days, 3 weeks. The longest I think this would go out, I'd say would be like 3 months, but I'm not even getting that. Well, maybe like 9 weeks. 3, 3, and 3. I'm hearing gestational period. I acknowledge my fear will be replaced with insight and awareness. So I don't think it's denial. I think it could be. It is fear. Again, I think there's some type of clarity coming in, but it brings doubt. It probably is linked to that. You have alchemy. Queen Nefertiti. I lost my Nefertiti necklace. Super bummer. I was super sad, disappointed. I was really vibing with my Nefertiti. You got healer. So I'm telling you, guys are healers. This is a healer, wounded healer, medicine healer. Got healer here. That came up in the read. It's not the first time. So it's almost like awakening of healers. Like, come now, come, like here, like I'm getting pulled like back in the day, like get your paper, get your news, like the little boys that used to run around with the papers, like get you something, you know what I mean? Like it's like an awakening of all the healers or something going on right now. Yeah, so there is some fear about how you proceed. Could have something to do with fall, or it could be the energy. But you definitely have the key here. I actually want to read that, which is ironic because I didn't get pulled to read any of these. One 24, 4, 5, 6, 7. Welcoming the hand of movement representing Tai Chi. As multiple keys to circle around in the last card of the deck is the Source card, which serves a reminder. You also have alchemy there too. Serves a reminder that the answers are within you. Balance of all forms are true to any key. Symbols of the spirals around him. All lessons of this card come into fruition and will come full circle. It's the key that your happiness is indeed within you. Even coming in with these cards, it's only a reminder to spend time balancing these energies. Am I already transformed? Am I ready to heal? Am I ready to co-create? Spoiler alert, you are. So you definitely hold the key, and it is your own happiness. And that is the key to life. As long as you're happy, you know, it's your mindset. So, but there is some fear here. Starting something, doing something, talking about something. It could just be the awakening of energies. I mean, what beautiful. I don't think we've had a better 333 presented to us on the board. I'm not going to lie to you. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can do, I'm hearing a uterus cleanse, but a gut cleanse, but like, I know vitamins, but there was something. That's for the uterus. It came in months ago. What was it? I forget what it's called. It's a cleanse that you can buy online. But it is for it's your gut, but it was really for like the uterus too. I forget the name of it. It could even be like I think it's a coral cleanse. Holy shit. That's weird because the color coral has been coming in. What is a coral cleanse? So if you guys want to look it up, yep, this is it. Coral detox. So, supplement based on leaf concentration juice, alfalfa plant. It's 6 corals. It removes parasites. Looks like there's quite a lot of them, but the one that I was looking into was this pink box that says Coral Club. I think it's around $200. I came across it months ago. And it actually says Cleanse Your Body Coral Club bestseller weight loss. And I wasn't even looking at it for weight loss, but it just boosts your system. So you guys might want to look into that. Looks like there's a club. So or like a women's club. So there's strong energy here of the awakening of feminine energy, to be quite honest with you. As part of this ascension, there's a lot of wake me up before you go, and a lot of you guys are healers. Like, and I just got the message, you guys have been on my channel for a long time. We just talked about it the other day. Like, this could be awakening your powers, your inner divinity. Like, it's strong and it's global. So don't be surprised if you see more feminine activists and things in the spotlight. But again, like, there's something from the past life as you as a child or a baby that's being brought up currently, or a masculine energy around you that made you feel abandoned. Orphans feel abandoned, but again, this is a very strong past life energy. These are all past life women. But that Nine of Pentacles talks about that femininity, your morals, that, your demeanor, your stance, the way you carry yourself. Trees will help. Vitamin B will help. This particular mushroom. If you want to screenshot it. It does talk about vitamin B1. So you might be hearing more. You might see more women. I wonder if there's more women on YouTube than men. That just came into play. There's like butterflies been around longer than the moth. So I don't know why that's coming into play. Because I think there's going to be a surge of women that are very influential on the community and the public eye coming into play soon. Like, it's just starting. It's not overnight. It's already been manifested. It's already yours. You probably don't even realize it yet. The more you take care of yourself, your uterus. Again, if you're going to meditate on the uterus. That's interesting. I'm hearing draw the uterus. Then meditate on it. A lot of people eat the uterus. I mean, the placenta that's attached to the uterus. Or they'll blend it up and make it into smoothies, especially if you're breastfeeding. It's all that homeopathic science that, pharma doesn't want us to absorb. And I don't know if that's psychedelic, but I am getting pulled to microdosing mushrooms. And it's not, I've tried them. It's not like a normal trip. It actually, for me, it kind of like, calms me. It's like a very submissive energy. It's not fun, like tripping. It's calming. I wouldn't use it for ADHD either. It's more like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost sedative. And you don't want to be sedated. You want to be sedated. So I'm getting pulled to music too. I mean, my intention was not like hallucinations, but like giggly, just having like high, you know, and it's not like that unless you're chomping on a lot of them. But it could help some of you, like with me and my chemicals, like it just, I'm either going to trip or I'm not. There's no point in just microdosing for me because it's sedative and, you know, but sometimes when I get high, depending on the weed or the gummy, you know, I'm very quiet and then all of a sudden I can burst out laughing. Especially when we're camping, like with gummies. Marsha would be like, "Oh, you took a gummy." And I'd be like, "Yep, sorry." She's like, "Fucking Courtney." Because I get very quiet. Like I'm listening, I'm there, I hear you. And then other times I can just giggle, you know? But it's not, you can trip, but it's not like actually tripping like if you're chewing shrooms. So for some of you, microdosing might be okay. Others of you, like, not sedated, like it, but I am kind of getting like sedated with solitude. Like, so I don't know what type of message that is. Let me ask. All right, I'm actually getting it's a good thing to be sedated. So I'm getting more like meditation, isolation. And that message came out in one of the readings recently. I was like, maybe you don't want to self isolate, but then like the message was the opposite. Like you do want to self advocate, isolate. You want to try hypnosis. You got to be careful who you do that with. There's a guy on YouTube. If you want to do that, it's a really good guy. I have guides approved on my list. Hold on, I'll tell you who it is. But I'm very careful when because it is hypno. I'm very careful when I gotta go to my playlist. It says guides go ahead. It's this guy right here, Joe T. This one is connecting to your angels. And it's Joe T, discovering your gifts, but it's all hypno. Hypnotic Labs. If you want to screenshot that. But not all his videos for me personally. I watch. Like the guides are very selective with me. Again, I've been using a pendulum for a very long time, so that's useful. Let me just clarify that fear. Maybe I can get a... And then I'm going to get your best advice in regards to pushing through this, because you are healers. You could be, I mean, I've been told plenty of times like I'm a master fucking Reiki energy, and I don't, I don't take advantage of that, because to me, there's so many other things in life I'd like to work on. But you got Dancer of Lies. So you're kind of like lying to yourself here. You know what I mean? Like, don't kid yourself. Like, you're like it's just, how do I want to explain this? It'd be like self-sabotage, but I feel like I want to explain it in a different way. Like you're just like pussyfooting around it, making up excuses. Like our start next week. Or you've had the cleanse. You know, I've had the nicotine patches in my face for 8 months, and I'll start next week. You know what I mean? It's that type of self-sabotage. So try not to do that. And there's something went noon, which would be a 3. So best advice for this: learn the truth. Learn the truth. We are human, we are nature prone to error, but these errors are opportunities to grow and master new skills. Sometimes we're unable to see the truth because we don't complete within ourselves. Our ego doesn't let us move forward at first. We have to acknowledge our own shortcomings. You know what you have to do, and it's time for you to sit with the uncomfortable feeling. It's okay, it doesn't feel familiar. But process happens when you step away from your comfort zone. The truth can be liberating. See the opportunities that weren't there when you had your eyes closed. The owl will be guiding you through the darkness. This owl has been coming out in my readings. I didn't even notice the owl. I didn't even look at it. I just looked at that. I think this is the 3rd time, and I just said noon with 3, and we're doing 333. So mind, body, and soul needs to be nurtured mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay. Use this card to see the truth. Meditate on the image to empower you by choice that you need to make to even get the clarity. Envision a dark but warm place. See the owl landing right next to you. I'm getting pulled to the moon again. He is friendly and he brings gifts, the fruit of clarity. He wants your attention. He wants to know where you're going to go next. Follow him and discover the path that is best for you. My flow helps me grow, and now I can see the truth. So you have some valuable information. It could just be your story, guys. Like this day and age, in order to have like really good income and live, it's fucking sickening. I worry about my children. Because it's gross. But take advantage of YouTube and free platforms where you can bank money. And it's just your story. Your story can tell it all. You don't got to sit here for months and worry and think to myself, like, nobody's doing this, nobody's doing that. Like, no, that's that self-sabotage. Like, that doesn't even have to be a thing. Your story alone could help millions of people. Like, look at all my OGs that have been here for 5 years, and it's like, oh, like this is a positive reading, but I work with karma. I heal karma. I'm a healer of karma. So of course I'm going to read that energy. It could be frustrating at times, you know, to the point where I didn't even want to read anymore. But something tells me to keep going because it's my passion, you know. Believe it or not, like these cards, like it's my passion. So and I can't even tell you thousands and thousands of emails of thank you and you've helped me, and I'm just like, sometimes I sit back and I'm like, how do I help? Like this could be helpful, but like years ago I'm like, how am I even helping? Like I wanted to fucking quit YouTube because I was getting annoyed with the energy. So just know we all have that within us. Like we all have our own story. All of us. And you don't even have to show your face. You could just start a channel and start talking about it, and, you know, just hashtag what it is that you're discussing, you know. You build it, they will come. If you're authentic and you're sharing your passion and what you believe is your truth, you know, it's your belief. Other people might not like it, but you know, you will be successful with that energy. Look back as a kid, like what you wanted to be, things like that. Work with that type of energy. Like I wanted to be a marine biologist, oceanographer. Now I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I wanted to swim with whales. Like I loved whales. The beluga whale was my favorite, and orcas. But like, look into that energy. I also knew I wanted to be a teacher. And in doing this, I am a teacher. I'm also a healer. You know, so there's a lot of energy here being awakened, and this could, like, you guys are probably, you're all part of the same soul tribe, right? So like, you guys are healers, and you might not even realize it, you know. But I am getting like, think back to what you wanted to be, like maybe meditate on those animals or look up the spiritual meaning of like certain stuff. Like, you know, people who always wanted to work in like finance because they wanted to bank money and it was a materialistic thing, like look at it differently. Like if you're really good at it, get on YouTube and teach people how to, you know, work with finance, or how to build this, or how, you know what I mean? How to, like, so, you know, it's, we don't realize stuff like that. We just feel like, oh man, we failed or something. Like I did all this schooling and I'm not even using it. Like, no, that knowledge is there. It's yours. You can use it. You're just not looking at it the right way. So I hope that helps, you know, change the way you're looking at something. If you think you have this knowledge, I don't care if you're a smart ass or just a narcissist, you have the knowledge, use it. You know what I mean? Then teach people. I'm getting pulled to that Netflix series I watched where serial dater or something, you know, but I'm like, what a smart motherfucker. And it makes me sound like I'm not compassionate, and I am, but like, if all those women are going to be, they're going to allow people to take advantage of that, like that's their fault, and people want to look at them as the victim. And you know, I do feel bad, but like, you're not really a victim. You're a victim to certain stuff, but like, I don't, not that situation really. It's narcissist. There's a lesson there for everybody. And if he was smart enough to do it, then fucking go ahead and do it. That's his power. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shitty one and it's dark energy. And he got caught, you know, but not everybody gets caught. Like, so I know that sounds fucking nuts and wild to like even say, but like, you know, you can make money in certain ways. Like that person can now speak the truth to other women and benefit those other women, so that doesn't happen to other women. You get what I'm saying? But again, they want to look at themselves as like victims, and it's like, I do feel bad, but like, there was plenty of fucking red flags always in those situations for those women, multiple red flags, and they chose not to listen. And then, you know, the police or the detectives, well, you were the victim, and then you convince yourself you're the victim. Like when I got in the car accident, my lawyer, like, you're the victim. I'm just like, I'm not playing the victim card with you. Like, I was the victim, but not to like the extent where he wants me to play victim. You know, that's because he banks more money. And I just think to myself, all the times that he's done this, and he is a millionaire, all the times he's done this in his life, and the amount of money that these lawyers get for collecting, it's routine. You know what I mean? They know what you need from the doctors. It's like, it's insane, you know, but like, people with that type of skill should teach that skill. That's why a lot of people, like, and people from the past and exes, like, they don't like when I talk about certain stuff, but like, it's part of my skill. I had to go through that experience because I can teach you, because you guys go through the same type of experiences. I'm a teacher. I'm a healer. It took us years to get through the twin flame situation, but we all came out amazing. Hardcore fucking women. Independent, strong, motivated. And it took us years to get there, you know? So, but it was very empowering. And my catalyst, the supposedly twin flame, to me was a blessing. Not everybody gets to experience a blessing like that. Like I'm here today because of him. I'm here today because of me and the choices I made, but I'm here because of that experience I shared with him. And to me, it's a blessing. Like, the way we connected is an absolute fucking blessing. It's sacred. And I'm glad we both agreed to do that in this lifetime for each other. I'll never find anyone like me. I'll never find anyone like him. Doesn't mean we get along or we'll be together. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, to me, that experience was truly a gift. Made me crazy, made me a little cuckoo, but it was a beautiful experience. So this is definitely, women empowering women, fixing their crowns. It's that type of energy, but mainly it's you. And it stems from our uterus. It stems from, being a woman. We can be hardcore, but we can nurture at the same time. Some of us just have that demeanor. So, very beautiful read. I love you guys, and I will be on members later. I am guessing I'll come live on this channel just to let you know that I'm going on members, because it really stinks that you guys aren't getting notifications. And I know people in the beginning, like the first month or two, they all had some type of complication. So, but I'm getting also complication with pregnancy or complication with your uterus, or I had a tilted uterus. There were so many things. Go see your OBGYN if you got something like that going on. But what a beautiful reading. Beautiful energy. Again, if you don't want to show your face, don't show your face, because sometimes there's fear there. Like starting a new project, the fear is, it's real, it's intense, even though I know I need to do it, It is what it is. It will never change. And that's what needs to be pushed through here. That's what needs to be worked on. And nurturing your womb, I think, is what's going to take this sabotage away, because it is linked to a past life, and it's not an excuse, but if you do work on your womb and look at it as precious and cherish it, talk to it, I know it seems crazy, and all those people that if you hug a tree, it sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. Like, it can actually tell you your life path if you talk to a tree. So see the beauty in it. And the beauty in everything. What's a little bit of hunger? So going right back to Scars Are Beautiful. Maybe that song can just be uplifting and motivated for you. You are a moth. You don't have to be a fucking butterfly. Fuck the people that think you should be a butterfly instead of a moth. Moths seem to be a little more sacred. Okay? And you could be linked to the moon. They do come out at night. That could be that Pluto energy too. But yeah. I really do miss my Nefertiti. I love you guys. What a beautiful reading. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.